All right, so this is homework 3-7. It's not a bad assignment. It's actually a pretty easy assignment. At least I think it is. So function g is a transformation of f of x as x to the fourth. What is the equation if it has been reflected over the x-axis, translated down 3, and right 4? So your transformation function that you're going to be using, you ought to know these by now because they're all the same. But g of x would be some a, probably plus or minus 1 for this example. It's x to the fourth, that's your mother function, x minus h to the fourth plus k. And if you're just now tuning in, this is our initial slope, things like that. It's usually where the reflection is, at least the vertical reflection. This is your horizontal shift. And this is your vertical shift, or vertical translation, whatever you like. All right, so I've been reflected over the x-axis. That's going to make that a -1. It hasn't talked about stretch factor or anything, so negative x minus, I am right 4, so minus 4, this is always opposite sign, to the fourth power, and down 3, minus 3. That's how hard that problem is. It's not too hard. All right, moving forward. This one has a y-axis reflection. Still x to the fourth, so f of x is going to be some a value times, and since I have a y-axis, b times x minus h, all to the fourth plus k. And b is going to be your y-axis reflection, or your horizontal reflection. It's where we put the horizontal stretches and compressions and stuff like that. But anyways, a is going to be an understood 1 because it doesn't talk about a stretch factor. Down 7, so k is -7. Left 4, h is a -4. And reflected over the y-axis, b is -1. So what are we calling this one? G of x, understood 1 for a, -1 for b. If we take away a -4, we're going to be adding 4, fourth power, minus 7 for k. And I need one other set of parentheses right there. That's what she needs to look like. And that's it. That's it. The goal here was to describe the mother function and the transformations. Here's 5. The parent function, the mother function, is y equals x to the fourth. I noticed that negative symbol right there. I missed it. Looks like this keypad, this writing sketch is off a little bit. There's a negative symbol out front, so there is an x-axis reflection. The only other thing I noticed here is that -8. So we have a vertical translation down 8. All right, number 7. Actually, let's do, we'll do 7. 7's got a whole bunch of things going on. There is a negative symbol leading, and there's also a -2 there. All right. So there is a vertical stretch. Of factor 2. The negative symbol tells me that there is an x-axis reflection. Now what else do we have? Inside, there's another negative symbol. You see that guy? So there is also a y-axis reflection. Now I see -2 on the inside. That's not left 2. I am right 2. And I see a +4 at the end. I'm also up 4. So, like I said, this is an easy section. Almost done going over your homework. The goal of 13 is to write the equation. You need to learn what your mother functions look like. This is obviously some sort of translation of f of x equals x cubed, obviously. There is the mother function. And let's see here. There's a point right here, and it looks to me, it's really hard to see. I think we're counting, boy, that is hard to read. That's a -7. Looks to me like the point is at -6, 4. That's where I'm going to get h and k. So our general transformation function here would be, we'll just call it g. It's a times x minus h quantity cubed plus k. I just plug stuff into it. I don't know what a is yet, and I don't know what a is until I actually do a little math, but I'm going to plug in h and k. If I take away a -6, I'm +6, and then +4. That's where this little point comes from right here. That is at, looks like -7, 0. So everywhere I see an x, I'm -7. Everywhere I see a y, I'm 0. So equals a times -7 plus 6 cubed plus 4. -6 plus 6 is -1 times raised to the third power is going to be a -1. And I have this plus 4, which I just shift over. 4 equals -a. A is -4. So here's my function. G of x. What's going on there? I hit a button. G of x is -4 times x plus 6 quantity cubed plus 4. And that is the final answer. And obviously you need to be writing small. I have all this white space. Doesn't matter how big I write. Writing big so you can see it on your little phones. Last one.